The new Bleach episode is shit. It's amazing how little Bleach fans need to give it a 10 from 10. Oh wait, it's not 10 anymore. Aside from the garbage colored grading that makes me want to throw up, where instead of normal, vibrant picture we get a red mush. I don't know whose bright idea it was to slap a solid crimson filter over this, but please, delete them from the anime industry. And the funniest part is that they literally shooting themselves in the foot. After all, this episode features Ichigo's new Bankai, whose whole gimmick is that the moon gets blocked out, and darkness falls everywhere. The only problem is that here it's already pitch black, so other than the disk in the sky, there aren't any noticeable changes. If it were daytime and darkness suddenly fell in the middle of broad daylight, it would have been 10 times cooler. But instead of vibrant picture, we get this confusing something that's genuinely hard to look at, because your eyes get exhausted from the monotonous lighting and absolutely identical color shades. Imagine what would happen if the third Bleach season was made by the same people doing it now. Ichigo vs Byakuya, Ichigo vs Aizen, Ichigo vs Ginja. You like that? Personally, I don't. And it would be one thing if the fight was actually good, but it just gives me motion sickness. Can you even see who is attacking and who is deflecting what? You can't understand a fucking thing. What are these little lines? How it went in the manga. Ichigo gets a new Bankai. He goes up against Yukabara, his sword breaks, and Ichigo loses everything. Oh, and Orihime somehow managed to put up a shield during a fight between two fastest beings.
How? 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 I don't know!
But now what happens in the anime? Yukabara just repeating the same phrases about power of friendship, and how Ichigo fights for Orihime, and how she's his weakness. Then Rukia shows up and uses her Bankai. And of course, Yukabara, who can see all future events, can't react to it. He also can't kill Orihime using Thanos' advice.
You should have gone for the head.
How am I supposed to believe that characters at the level of a weak captain can fight Yukabara? Why change the perfectly logical stance from the manga? Why are Ichigo and Rukia laughing and chatting? That's Sakura level behavior. Madara just got the power of the Ten Tails and two Rinnegan. The war is about to end. How am I supposed to feel the threat of the villain if the characters keep getting distracted mid-fight? Ichigo used a massive Jetsuga of unbelievable size, while Orihime and Rukia are standing right next to him and should have died from the shockwave alone. The strike itself causes zero destruction, and the characters are still just standing in some corridor, commenting on what's happening. And the most comical part is that this boredom is interrupted by even more boredom. The fight between Uryu and Yugram is even more tedious. The gist is that Uryu keeps trying to get behind his enemy and... Why do I feel like I'm describing a scene from Gachimochi? As for the new form, it's subjective. I don't like it, but maybe someone else have you. The new design looks too... nothing. There is no feeling that it's culmination of all of Ichigo's previous forms. The sword is basically a shovel, not the baddest blade it was in the manga. The form itself looks questionable, and maybe it wouldn't be that bad, but thanks to the miracles of directing and color grading, it turns into the same boring shit as the rest of the fight. Forget about the times they actually let us look at Ichigo's forms and enjoy them. Have this instead. It's either a wide shot, a face-to-face close-up, or just a blurry mess. And now for the most important part. This aid does perfectly flesh out Orihime and show that she's a strong woman ready to protect and save Ichigo. If you don't understand that, you just a sexist and antagonist. That's not true. Firstly, I love women very much, especially as the mothers of Bleach fans. But what is the point of all this here, if we already knew that Orihime is ready to protect her friends? She helped save Rukia. She wanted to help in the battle against the Atom Cars. She fixed the problems in the Fullbringers arc. Will modern anime fanboys not understand that Orihime wants to protect Ichigo, unless she explicitly states it out loud? I decided to look up who animated this dogshit. It's surprising that I've decided to do this only now, considering I know every artist and director in the anime industry. Turns out I know these guys too. Meet the chief director, Tomohisa Taguchi, known for anime for pedophiles, anime for pedophiles, and anime for pedophiles. Director Hikaru Murata, known for anime for pedophiles. Chief animation director Kiyoshi Komatsubara, known for… okay, no jokes here. He literally drew hentai with schoolgirls. I'm obviously not going to show the title. If you need to, find it yourself. Jokes aside, they have barely worked on action anime at all. Was there really no one at Studio Pierrot who had worked on Nikkatsu Shonen, instead of anime that just shows schoolgirls panzo? That's all. Good luck.